Boom. Yes. Welcome, everyone. Thanks, everyone who's just joined in, and I hope you all enjoyed the premiere that you just watched. If you haven't watched it, don't go and watch it yet. Go and watch it after the show. So, yeah, it was a good one. Let me get that. Looks a bit too high up. That's a bit. Looks a bit low. Center. Yeah. So, we got Explorer Jake in. Hello, Explorer Jake. Welcome. We met up with him this week. We met up with a few other people this week as well, so been quite busy. We've got a Twig in. We've got Thomas in. We've got Adrian in. We've got Mike in. We've got some more new comments. So, we've even got David Clark in. Nice one, David Clark, for sharing us out. He always shares my channel out. Go and check his channel out. Excellent bloke he is. Give me a second, Jake. You okay? I'm okay. Pardon me. Got a bit of wind there. Simon BA's just came in. Richie Willock. Met up with him today. Also with Antonio from C9C. What I'm going to do is post the link again so certain people can come in. If your name's not on the list, you're not welcome in. Yeah, only joking. You know everyone's welcoming, so yeah. Yeah, so I've got quite a bit to talk about. Yeah, just give it a minute while a few people come in and stuff. So, how's everyone been? Have you all been good and well? I'm feeling a bit more cheerful recently because of the lockdown sort of eased off a bit now. Feel a lot better next week once I get my hair cut. Yeah, definitely need my hair cut. Been too long. Talk about like get your money's worth. Wow. Yeah. If you're new to this, Jake, all you do is click on that link I put in the chat, and it should take you to StreamYard. If you haven't had a StreamYard before, just go through the options on it. It's quite easy. You should be able to suss it out quite easy. So, yeah. So, like I say, Explore with Jake, I met up with him. With Explore with Carl, we went on a few bad ones. Quite a few were fails, but a couple of them were successful. So, like you say, we've done one video there throughout, so hopefully you enjoyed that. Got some more videos to come up as well. Hello, mate. Hello, mate. We've got T4 Twitter Tom in there. That's cool. Yeah. Talking of premieres, I know ALW done a premiere just earlier on, a nice RLC post. Very clean it was. Yeah. So go and check that one out when you get some time. Yeah, after the live stream, hopefully. Hello, D. We've got D in as well. Hello, D. Cool. Right, we'll get our first guest up. Before we get him up, any guess who it is? Let's see who throws the name up. See who's coming up. Because I dropped a few names tonight, so could be a few people. Hello. Yeah, I'm sorry, you've got to wait 30 seconds because there's a 30-second delay on the answers. Oh, yeah, we've got the correct answer on my screen. It looks like it's Tom, followed by Mike. So let's get him up.
Hello, how are you doing?
You all right? Not too bad.
Yeah, I need to get a cardboard cutout of a different airbags and like hold it up. You know, be funny.
It would, wouldn't it? That'd confuse people.
Yeah. I might have to do that. Yeah, don't know who though. Yeah. So, how are you?
Not too bad. Like I say, I'm feeling a bit more joyful this time now. Last
Yeah,
couple
I
of
know.
weeks have been a bit down, and I think everyone was being a bit down recently. Just sick of what's going on.
Yeah, it's been crap on him.
Yeah.
Just gonna put this
But
on together.
also, I've got to say thanks to everyone on the channel, all my new subscribers. Yeah, much appreciated. I'm nearly there now, so that's excellent. I hope you like my content, and yeah, if you do, you know what to do. Yeah, share me out. That's the one.
Yeah. Sorry, Charles here. I'm just on live, mate.
Oh, Thomas, you alright?
Say hello. Everyone's saying hello. He can't hear you. Oh, let's put you up. Talk about your new video. It's
Hello,
the
Thomas.
Gus ice cream van build.
Hi.
Hiya. What have you been doing? Building an ice cream van?
Okay, what you saying?
Yeah.
That's cool, that is. Can I have some free ice cream?
What's he saying? I'll just set them up for a sec.
I don't think you can hear me. Hello, can you hear us now? Yeah, you can hear us. Right, we can't hear you because there's no mic. Hello, Thomas. Have you been building an ice cream van today? ALW, you muted your mic. Oh, there's no mic, is there? No, it's all right. Do I get free ice cream next time I see you? I hope so.
Yeah, there we go. We should be on now. I had a bit of a
Yeah,
technical issue there. Ah, cool. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. My these packed up just as Thomas walked in. Yeah, so yeah, we built an ice cream van the other week, didn't we? On Thomas's Gaming Adventures.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, Barry.
Do you want to get yourself off back to bed, mate?
Could you just come and turn the air conditioner on hot because it's freezing?
Back in
Got a
2
minute.
minutes, folks.
Yeah, got a minute, I'll say.
Yeah. Back in a minute. Sorry, everyone. And hello, everyone in the chat.
That's all right.
Back in a minute.
Yeah, family life for you. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah. So how's things with everyone? We've got a few people in. We've got someone else in there. Welcome. Excellent. I'm glad you're in. Uploads with names. So yeah, if you don't see your names, friendship with Andrew and Ree. Yeah, I've got that one right. At last, I've nailed that one. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, so what have I been up to? Today, we've been back down the underground, and yeah, it was quite scary. When I mean the underground, it was meaning underground with water. Yeah, it brought back memories, quite shocking memories. So yeah, but I managed to go down there. Didn't film too much. I filmed a little bit, and yeah, interesting anyway. Totally different from the other place. Totally. I don't want to say too much on tonight's chat, but yeah, that's one place we've been to. Also, we've been to the Lakeside Manor House, like we've seen on the video before. That's pretty cool. Underground Manchester, well, ish. Not the centre of Manchester. No, it wasn't centre Manchester, if that's what you mean. It's more outskirts of Manchester. Have you ever seen the Storm Drain video I put up, We Escaped to Our Lives? More of that along the lines with that. So, yeah. I wanted to go down one again since last time, and yeah, it was an adventure. Excellent. I went there with a Richie Wellick and Antonio from C9C Explores. They both got YouTube channels, so go and check them out. If I do get around to it, I'll leave the names and the links in the description below. But I'm quite useless at that. So yeah, we've got Urban Lad Yorkshire in as well. Hello, Urban Lad Yorkshire. Nice.
Hello, Urban Lad Yorkshire.
Yeah.
Just get these.
Sweet mate. Cool. Yep. Yeah, nice.
Sweet.
Because when people say underground and I'm from Manchester, they think automatically it's underground centre town. At the moment, some of that's being welded up in the grids, and yeah, you've got to look for other ways and other places instead. That's not being done, maybe, because loads of places under Manchester that's out there. So keep your eyes on the channel. Got to introduce my next guest. So welcome in. It's a new face, and I think you already know who it is after talking about me last video. So when he's settled, I'll just get him up. Looks like he's ready. Welcome in, mate.
Guys, what's going on? How you doing?
Not too bad. Just get you up on the big screen because it's your first time up. Explain who you are and what you do. And
I'm exploring with Jake. I explore abandoned buildings that bring history back to life. That's how we do.
Yeah. And how long have you been doing your channel for? You've been in it a while now, haven't you?
Well, to be honest, the channel that I've had that for about 7 years, and then literally I just didn't use it, and then the last 3 years I've used it for doing my channel.
Used it in the last 3 years, yeah.
And so that's probably why it's not got as big as it should have. Obviously, if I made a new one, I don't know, but obviously I've learned everything that I've done. I've not asked nobody for help, so it's different, isn't it?
Doing well though. How many subscribers you got now? Do you know off your top of your head?
I've got about 5,000.
That's not bad, is it, really?
That's good going, that. Nice one.
Yeah.
Good time.
It was good to,
well, obviously, on Facebook,
I've
got like 49,000 followers on Facebook. So it's like, I'd started my Facebook page before the YouTube. Basically, I did pictures on Facebook, and then people started saying that I was breaking into buildings. So I thought, right, I'll start doing videos.
Yeah.
So I did a YouTube, obviously, on the channel that I already had, and then showed people, obviously, you know what I mean, we ain't breaking in. We ain't doing nothing wrong.
No. Everyone in the chat.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get everyone who's commenting.
But anyway, guys, we will be going exploring somewhere tonight. Obviously, you will have to check that out on Exploring with Jake on Facebook. But it's a very grand place that we're going to.
Nice.
I can't tell you much, because it's a very secretive place.
Yeah, I can understand all that. So are you going there with? Because you said us,
exploring
with me.
Matt and a few others.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so that's where we're going tonight. Somewhere very grand it is. It's pretty crazy, actually, to be honest.
Is it? Yeah.
Nice.
That's excellent.
Yeah, I'm just looking for you on Facebook now.
It's got
I ain't got Facebook at the moment, mate. But everyone says get on Facebook. So I'll have to start an account on Facebook.
Yeah, you will do, definitely.
Start a page up.
I think on Facebook you get more views just because YouTube singles your videos out, don't they? And they single your views out, so they only put the views out to the actual popular people that are actually on YouTube, and then literally you're just sat in a corner. You know, obviously, like platform, like you don't get that many.
Yeah,
the videos that we put up, and stuff like that, and the places that we bring to the people, obviously, of YouTube and Facebook, obviously, and all social media, obviously, should get more recognition for what we do. But obviously, that's social media for you, obviously, and YouTube. It singles the videos out.
It's how YouTube works, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can I just point out that well-known unknown down there? I did go and meet him. If you watched my live streams last week, we arranged to meet up. I did go and meet him. Very interesting bloke. Not saying too much, and some people were thinking it was a troll and this and that on the chat, but I can guarantee he's not 100%. He is 100% genuine. He's not a troll. So, yeah,
Cool.
nice for us to meet up, and yeah, it's great to meet like a subscriber of mine. Yeah, it's excellent.
Yeah, good.
But I
times.
don't do it all the time, though. I do not do it all the time. So, if you're disappointed that I don't meet up or don't message you, don't be too disappointed, because at the end of the day, I don't know people, and I've seen.
You've got to get to know people really in this game as well.
That's it. I've seen his comments a few times, so yeah.
People that actually like taking photographs and doing the history and stuff like that, and then there's people that want to take advantage of the situation that is there. If you understand that logic.
Yeah. There's two types of urban exploration.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it doesn't do a YouTube at all. It's just got a YouTube account to watch YouTube, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. A lot of people do that. That's fair news. A lot of people don't want to go around scratchy buildings, as Thomas calls them. You know, they just want to watch the videos, which is fair news. There's some of the sort of climbs and that people do. I won't fancy doing, climbing up the side of buildings and that. It's not for me. If I can't go up the stairs, I ain't going in.
He's
climbing up
doing
gutters
urban
and that.
exploring, and then he's risking your life.
Yeah.
Like literally, like if one of them panels go away and it's not been serviced for, say, God knows, 10 years, you could walk on one of them and literally just go right through.
Yep.
Like straight down. Right, without a doubt.
Yep.
Lose your life in like 5 minutes. Like there
What was that one? Have you walked across what? I missed that.
No, I was just saying, like, obviously, high places, people don't realise, actually, because the building's been abandoned for a few years and stuff like that, they don't realise that the floors are going to be so fucking weak and shit. So you could
water
be
leaks.
some fucking massive high place and that, and it could be weak as shit, and then you could just, like, fall through straight away.
Yeah.
Plus, if you've got 3 people behind you that are all giddy as well, right, you've got their added weight on top of that. So you're definitely going to go through.
Yeah. Talking of that, we was like underground today, and we went on an old factory. I took ALW there. I'm sure I did.
Did you?
And there was catwalk, and today me, Richie Wellick, and C9C went up and catwalk and walked across it.
Yeah.
It was an old ammunition factory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
But like you say, it was a bit wrecked. It's not been looked after for years, but it was like the catwalk was metal, know what I mean? So you could see whether it was solid and that. But then we went into another part.
As well,
and it was like,
most of them metal things that you're walking on are only like that thin.
Yeah. It's only 4 mil steel to start with.
Exactly. And then with the weather and all the elements and stuff like that on top of that.
Yeah.
Obviously, the guarantee goes after fucking like a year.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Newson Mills in Huddersfield, that used to be an absolute death trap. And it was listed, but they knocked it down anyway because it was literally going to heavy wind or something. The walls were just going to fall into the street, and they actually demolished it in the end. So it was, it's just dangerous.
Excuse me.
Hello, everyone in the chat.
Yeah, Abandoned Realities came in as well.
Yes,
Yeah, but you
hello there.
like on that place when I went today, you got to just judge some stuff, and from experience, know what to look out for and what you reckon's safe enough. Know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. It's like as soon as I go into a building, I always look straight up to see what I'm going to be standing on. And obviously, if it's too dangerous in some places, I won't even go upstairs.
No.
That's it.
Half of the building there is not even attached on one side of the thing. So you literally put your 70 key weight, 80 key weight, or fucking whatever you weigh on that. It's 100% going to go with fucking years of fucking wood rot and shit.
That's it. Yeah, it's all rotten wood and around the steels and that, especially in old mills, things like that. Yeah, these
I've seen a
factories.
few people in the last few weeks. A few people have gone through the floors in places.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of videos and that
Yeah,
on YouTube itself.
so I mean, there's been a few people that have gone through floors and stuff.
Yeah. Lucky enough, they weren't too bad, the ones I've seen anyway.
Yeah.
They didn't injure themselves too bad.
Obviously, just scratched the shins and stuff like that, but still, it could have been worse.
Yeah, it just shows how easy it is, though. Know what I mean? Safety is number one all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, welcome in, mate.
There's Land Rover there as well. Hello, Beard of Reality. Hello.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There's D,
One of
yeah.
both.
Hey, D.
Nice one. We've got Mr. John there as well. Cool.
John Bengal. Andrea.
Excellent.
Hey. Thomas and
Yeah.
Adrian. Hello.
How you doing, guys?
Not too bad, hopefully. Hope everyone's good and well.
Yeah, I'm good. All good.
So, you got anything planned, ALW, to come up, or?
I got out with Dave at the weekend, but I haven't been out for ages before that. So yeah, I need to start getting out and filming again, really. But yeah, we've got a few places. We have like a plan, and we just work our way down it. But yeah, I want to get to Germany when we're allowed. We're going to start doing UK road trips when we can, because at the minute the hotels are open, but you can't get anything to eat or anything. So, and I ain't got a camper van, so it's like hotel in it. It's too cold to tent it at the minute, so yeah, it's hotels. So-
Cheap, hopefully.
What's that, mate?
Said you'll get a hostel there cheap.
Yeah, it's just fine at the minute. Most of them are shut still.
Yeah, most of them are. There's only a few hotels that are open at the moment.
Welcome in, Breda. Nice to see
Hey,
you.
buddy. Try throw a link again. Richie's saying, can you put the link in again?
Yeah. Breda, watch your video, and when I say go into the place, the certain room, go in that certain room and open all the doors, because you went in that certain room but didn't open all the doors. So that's
So everyone always check the doors, check behind every door all the time, because you might find something.
Hello, Natalie, welcome in.
Hello, Natalie. Thomas Tierney, hello. Got D. Got
I was literally ripping my hair out. I was like, no, no way. He was that close.
yeah. There's Abandoned Exploring Mike. He'll know about Lord Line in Hull. Talking of buildings that are sort of really starting to deteriorate now. I reckon
Are you
3 or
doing
4
okay?
years, Lord Line won't be there. I reckon. Starting to be.
You've been
a mess.
exploring today, Carl. Jake.
Yeah, I
Oh,
went to a
you've been
couple of places today. I went to
Nice one.
an abandoned library, an abandoned theatre. Obviously, my ankle's not good enough to climb the theatre yet.
Yeah, you said your ankle was a bit dodgy when we met up.
Yeah. So obviously, that was my back. My back.
Oh, your back.
My
Getting
ankle.
old, aren't you?
No, I'm here. Only fucking 32, mate. 32, baby. What are you on?
Quite possibly the youngest on the chat.
Exactly.
I was 32. I think it was last year.
Yeah, same here.
It goes quick.
Ish.
No, but obviously, pretty high. The climb for that one.
Yeah.
Hello, Subaru. Welcome in.
Literally, like, I don't even know.
We've got Steve Ellis as well.
Hello, Steve, mate. How you doing? Not spoken
And
for a
it's just a
while.
flat building as well. Yeah, you've only got a bit of drain pipe, and the drain pipe doesn't even go towards the window.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah,
like,
I'm not into that sort of stuff.
it's
I was doing
mate.
fucking
you
climbs
always
when I
got
was
to
18.
judge. You always got to judge before you actually do it, whether it's you think it's doable or not?
Obviously, with my ankle, yeah, at the moment, no, I couldn't do it. Obviously, if my ankle was 100%, I would do it straight away because I won't be asked if I fucking fell off it. Can I just jump off it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just don't want to risk jumping off that high and my ankle fucking up even more, and then me doing more damage.
Yeah. Or do your other ankle.
Yeah, exactly.
Possibly again.
You know what I mean? You never know because obviously, because that left ankle is a bit weak, you'll put more, obviously.
I've done that when I did
to try and take the fall.
I did my left knee in a couple of years ago, and it actually made my right knee worse because I was like overcompensating.
See,
Makes
I
it worse when you're running.
had a motorbike accident. I come off a motorbike at about 50 mile an hour or something like that. So me right leg's smaller than me left.
Ouch.
I've got pins in it and like literally a big massive screw that holds my legs together.
Hmm.
So thank you, Susan.
Snap.
New subscriber, thank you very much. Just popped up on the screen. Excellent.
Sorry, who was that? I misheard what you said. It broke up then.
Susan, new subscriber.
Susan. Can't see her in the chat, but hello,
No,
Susan.
it just came up on my laptop, basically.
Oh, cool. Hi,
Notification.
Susan. LSK,
Oh, cool.
that's Laura Knowles. Hi, Laura. Yeah,
Hello.
that's Laura there. Yeah. Hello. Bolton Explorers as well. Do you know them? Urban Legend.
Yeah. Bolton Explorers, yeah.
Hello.
Cool. Been chatting to
Good
them.
on, guys. How you doing?
Cool. Yeah,
We've
Bolton's
got an
mate,
ex
isn't it?
picked him up. Let's see whether his computer's working this time. Hello.
Can you hear me?
For 1 minute.
Hello, Richie, mate. Hello.
You alright, mate?
You all right?
Not too bad.
Good.
It was good today, meeting up with you and Antonio.
Oh, brilliant.
Yep.
It was a great time.
You want to see the damage that the Explorer did to me today?
Go on then, Jake. 1 second.
Yeah,
Pick it up.
This was a brand new top. This check the bottom of it. All right, you can't see really much now, but when you like literally pull a hole out there,
Oh,
Ran through that.
that's what happened. Yeah, right. I've got a big, massive fucking scratch all the way up there.
Wow.
Like
Ouch.
literally cut the full t-shirt, full jumper away, like the full jumper at the bottom.
That's crazy, that.
Like literally, you can put your fucking head through it. Like, you know what I mean? It's that big, yeah. You can put your head through it.
Turned into
And
a
literally,
sneed.
there was no screws there. Yeah, there was nothing there. It's weird.
Ouch. Yeah, everyone's saying ouch in the chat.
Yeah.
Literally, I was squeezing through something like this big.
Yeah.
Proper. I had to put one arm through, yeah, and then get the other one through.
Yeah. I struggle with the shoulders. I think Richie, did you get stuck trying to get in somewhere you couldn't get your shoulders through?
Yeah, it's the one which Jake went into. You know, when I stopped for air raid shelter.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was a bit like that.
I got totally stuck in there, and yeah.
Yeah, my ass got stuck.
Did it? Yeah.
I got my shoulders stuck going
And
through
then
there. I had to like
literally 2 weeks later, I
wriggle
come
through.
back and somebody's chiseled the fucking rest off it.
Yeah, someone opened it all up, didn't they?
Yeah.
Did they?
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
go in now. Get a bus in now.
Yeah.
It's
I
not
got
tight.
stuck.
It's still tight, but
It was tight. Yeah, proper tight.
Yeah.
But when you
It
come
was
out as
very
well, you
tight.
can like fall down the bank and end up on the motorway.
I think it was like not even a brick and a half wide.
It's tight
You know,
as.
I mean, first of all, yeah, and now he's fucking massive.
Susan.
You see,
Powell.
I thought I was able to get in because
I'm
I'd
trying to see. Ah, there.
slimmed down. But
Hello.
honestly, maybe it wasn't that.
Mm.
There's Susan. Thank you very much for subscribing. Much appreciated.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, when I first went there, I went there with Ricky Wellock and my son, basically.
Yeah.
I managed to squeeze through. My son smaller than me who came through, not a problem. And then it came to Ricker. He's just like filled the whole up. Yeah.
It wasn't happening, was it?
No, we're having it.
Yeah,
But then,
get the butter out.
yeah,
I really did give it a try, though. You know,
Yeah.
I didn't want to leave him there, but the opportunity of exploring that place was just too tempting, so I had to just leave him in the hole and go for it.
well, you kind of have to really, but yeah, I really did try my best, but yeah, sometimes it's just not happening, is it? So
Oh, that's it. But like Jake said, go back a couple of weeks later, it was open again, wasn't it? Even bigger. And you
Was it-
fit straight in.
Like literally, it's always the way. It's like I've been to Explores 7 times and they're not open, and then you'll go back one day, yeah, and it'll be open.
Yeah. I had that recently at a workshop. It was a workshop that I've wanted to be in for ages. And went one day and the door was like not open, it was like not there. They just like literally walk in.
Yeah, just
So that
literally
was pretty
ripped off.
cool. It was just gone. Yeah, the door wasn't there. So yeah. Whereas it didn't
Fucking-
like
some people
steel.
are mad, aren't they? They like literally just take the fucking full door off and that and wait for it.
yeah.
but
Yeah.
that one today,
It's either vandals, though, yeah. It's either vandals, isn't it?
Getting
Yeah.
quite a few in now. Trying to keep up with everyone who's coming in, all the new faces and names. Thank
was
you, everyone
watching-
who's.
Oh, yeah,
Sometimes
that's
it's
exactly
real.
it.
I was watching
People
Mr. Walt's
coming
premiere
every day.
today.
Exploring in the last couple of years.
David
Yeah.
Clark, hello. Eyes to the sky.
Hey, Richard. Before we get
Yeah.
anyone else, we've got Mark Herbeck there as well. Can't say
Hey, Mark.
to him. Oh, yeah, we've got someone else up on the board. Right, we'll get you up on the screen.
How many people
So-
do you have on the board?
We can have it up to 6.
You have it up to 6, yeah?
Yeah. When there's a few people on, you've got to take time. One person talks at once, if you know what I mean.
First time me doing this type of thing.
No worries. Richard, what do you think of Antonio the first time you met him, wasn't it?
this is brilliant. Yeah, Antonio. It's like the thing is, I kind of thought that I kind of knew what type of person he was anyway, and he's just like exactly the type of person that he is on the videos. He just doesn't play up to the camera or anything like that. As it was just absolutely fantastic. But yeah, talking about access,
So
when I
there's a-
saw to go today, I thought there's no way I'm getting in there. But fortunately, I was able to. But, yeah, it was great. But yeah, Antonio's great. It was a great time today. Really did enjoy that. So yeah.
Cool.
Nice
We'll
one.
go to invite our next guest in. Don't need any explaining who he is because you all recognise him. Oh, he's fell asleep waiting.
Wake
sorry.
up.
Oh, sorry. Hello.
Hi.
How you
That's
doing?
not too bad. You got arthritis in your fingers there, haven't you? Quite a lot.
Yeah, can't seem to get it to go down.
I think it's once.
Sorry.
I think it's after editing the film, is it? Yeah, you get cramp in your finger.
It's this hand that I get the cramp in. Yeah.
Aye.
Hello, everybody. ALW.
Hello,
The guy that is the unknown. What is it? It's unknown. Something unknown.
Well known unknown.
Well-known
Well-known
unknown. That's it. Yeah, I couldn't remember it because it's a bit of a tongue twister, isn't it? Yeah.
There's a bit,
Yeah,
yeah.
Mr.
I met up with him.
Mr. Hucock.
I
Dr.
met up
Hucock.
with him, Matt, on Sunday.
Dr. Hucock. Him. Not that one. That one.
Okay.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Jake. Not too bad. Jake, I'm sorry if you don't know Matthew Williams, Secret Vault, but he's a crazy guy, yeah.
Yeah, I know who he is.
I think he's come on my comments.
Abandoned bunkers and that, doesn't he?
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, you've come on my comments in the past. I think I recognise the name.
Yeah. May have now and again. Some of your videos
Yeah.
are cool.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
I don't know how cocky you are.
What have you done to my cock?
Something
No,
about
not
your cock, anyway.
I think
You
I
leave my
love how
cock
cocky
alone.
you are.
Hey, Richie Wellcock is mine. I was there first.
Funny.
That's your signature,
I don't
didn't
think
you?
Jason did it anyway. You know, it's
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry, I'm just
hey,
trying to
Matt.
tie a knot in something. Here we are. I've done it now. Here we are. Look,
Hey,
it shows
Matthew.
how much interest I've got in live streaming and cares about the world. Look, I'm more interested in tying a knot in that.
Got a lens
Sorry.
cap.
Hey, Matthew.
Yeah, I'm just going to
Well,
lose
no,
that bit
no,
of string
no.
if I didn't tie it on. Sorry.
Well known unknown. I've met him over the weekend as well.
I just heard you talking about it. Yeah.
Right, so you know all about that, yeah?
Well, I heard you say you'd met him, but I don't know what you went and explored. So
He's ready. Boom.
oh my god,
Massive.
Wendell.
No.
it's a
He wasn't ready.
shaven man.
You just need a blue filter, then it'll look like you're in the Ukraine.
Looks like you got like antlers coming out your head as well, like you're sort of going for the
Yes, it
full
pulls
mad
the
look.
got antlers.
There you go.
Dear me.
Thank you, the new subscriber, Craven. I hope you didn't get your name wrong. I'm hopeless with names, so cool.
Great then.
Excellent.
Is he in the chat?
Yeah, let's see if we can see the message.
Rakrav?
That's the one.
Yeah.
Nice one.
I'd pronounce that as Rakrav. I might have that wrong now.
Yeah.
How is everyone? All
I'd
right?
say I'm open to names.
I'm super, Mr. John Bengal presents. How are you?
I'm very well,
good,
thanks.
thanks, sir.
Yes.
Come on, John, get you up. Let's explain what you've been up to this week. Seen in a video you put out.
Yeah, I put a video out yesterday of a garden centre. Been abandoned for a while. Lovely explore. Loads of stuff in there. There's something else going on I can't talk about Thursday onwards. And that's all I can say at the moment. Yeah, that's about it at the
So
moment.
MI5 are going to be hanging around your house on Thursday now, aren't they?
That's right, yeah.
Was
I'm
the
definitely not doing anything extremely important on Thursday, everybody. Right? Okay.
Watch out.
Was the
Thursday.
garden centre the one on with the Christmas stuffing, or a different one?
Yeah, there's loads of Christmas stuff in the main part, weren't there, inside? Just been left and messed around with. I don't know. I don't know really when they. I don't know when they closed it. What month? But literally, it was just everything's just been left. They could have just cleared it out and left it, but no. Why not just let it rot?
It's not that one in Croydon we went to. That had this. It was the old swimming pool that got converted up
No,
into a garden centre. It's not that, is it? No.
no. The one
I just
I did, I haven't seen anybody else do it. I've looked and I scoured online first, and it's not the one in Clacton, which you'll see if you just type it in. It will come up Garden Centre Clacton, but it's not that one either.
Oh. Well, we found one. We were just driving to do the Nestle building, and we went like, oh, that looks like an old abandoned building. So I stopped the car, turned around, and lo and behold, it was a garden centre that shut down. But it had a weird history because it was all built on top of a swimming pool that used to be an Olympic-sized swimming pool, and it was Croydon's big swimming pool or something like that. And the building was listed, but also specifically the Art Deco diving boards were listed, so they couldn't be knocked down, and they had to live in the back of the garden centre. So you had a garden centre with all the flowers and a bloody big diving board there, which didn't seem to make much sense. Yeah,
That was a bit out of place.
Yeah.
Crazy.
yeah, very strange.
Cool. And you found
Hey,
it.
Jake. Oh,
That's it.
God.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's cool. Jake, you released a video this week as well, didn't you? Talk
Yeah.
about that. I believe I was in it.
Which one? Oh, the church.
Yeah, the school or church or whatever.
The
It's
church
weird, that place.
/ school / fucking IT / fucking don't know what. It's absolutely fucking mad. Like literally,
Slash.
the windows and that were beautiful. Like it would have been beautiful back in the day, but it's just been smashed up to fuck, hasn't it? It wasn't.
Yeah, it's down to fire.
Yeah, like when you go downstairs, it's just got like all sorts of computer technology just sat about in new packets and that. Yeah, just soaking wet and just absolutely just horrible. But and then when you go upstairs, it's like it's got beautiful architecture and that. But and then at the back, it's got like a pool. I don't know if it was for blessing people back in the day. Do you know what I mean? But
Advertisements.
Yeah. But it was a bit mad. Like literally, I think it was like one of them blessing pools where they fucking baptize people or something. But you never know, because when you go underneath it, yeah, it's made out of wood and then it's got metal struts or some shit. It's weird.
It was a bit crazy place, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Video to come out, like I say, like Jake's just explained.
Nice.
So you'll see one of my videos soon. Well, don't know about soon. You know how long it takes for me to knock out a video.
Yeah, we do.
Probably takes you a long time to start something else as well, eh?
Oh, DK in the UK. I've got an email address is on my YouTube channel. Just go to the About tab and it's there for you. I was going to say, ALW, are you down south or are you up north? I forget now. You're like...
I'm near Hull.
Oh, yeah, you're up quite a way then. It's going to be a long one for you. But Mr. Bengal, which rough area of London are you? Or that sort of area, or Essex or Kent or...
Essex.
Essex. Right, okay. It's not a million miles away for you, but did you just see the video I stuck up about the nuclear bunker in the old abandoned author's house?
I haven't seen it yet. It's up, but I haven't watched it.
I can send you the location for that. Apparently, I found out this planning permission has gone in, and it'll probably get accepted to knock all of that down and build a care home, 17-room care home.
That's a shame.
Wow.
So, you know, you want to get around there and have a look at that before it gets, it'll probably get flattened out, I expect.
I'll almost send it. If I can get there soon enough, I will, yeah. That'd be interesting.
Yeah,
easy to get in.
Tell you where it's near, right? So I'll give you an idea, right? It's Tunbridge Wells. So, I mean, I'm not, you know, there's no reason to kind of like hide where it is because it's going to get wrecked pretty soon. You know, it's going to get leveled, I'm sure.
More history gone forever.
Tunbridge Wells, I mean, it's down the M25 at about 5 o'clock off the M25.
I've had that location for about a month, you know. I'm sure I have.
I saw it a long while ago, but no, I didn't know where it was. I got a funny feeling Dan Dixon may have done it absolutely ages ago, and then I saw the Bearded Explorer do it recently. So, and then everybody started going on about doing it then. So,
I think I saw Dan Dixon's video of that ages ago, but I just didn't know where it was. I just presumed it was near Manchester, but yeah, I think I did.
But once you research the book, it tells you pretty much everything you need to know.
Yeah, David Wood. Apparently, the rumor is, but again, these rumors, you hear a lot of this, so I'm not going to take it as absolute read, but the rumor is he went mad, which wouldn't surprise me considering the sort of literature he was writing. You know, he was into the occult and into, you know, Rennes le Chateau and the Knights Templar and into sort of
some deep stuff.
Holy Grail and all that sort of thing. And he's living in a house that's got a nuclear bunker out the back. I mean, yeah, pretty paranoid guy probably.
Was it like a prepper or was it a military one?
No, prepper.
All right.
Whoever made it, I mean, it might have been he bought the house with it in it. It's possible. But he could have also made that, especially considering I would imagine he's probably thinking the world was going to end and God was going to, you know, create a rapture and all that sort of stuff. You know, if you're into the religious side of things.
Yeah.
It's quite easy once you start researching that. It just opens up a bigger hole, and you can just go straight into it if you're not careful and fall just out of reality with stuff. Yeah,
Oh,
it's a
yeah.
bit crazy. Because you don't know what's real, and then you don't know what's not real, and then you start doubting things and this and that, and you get paranoid, and quite a few people who do that stuff do go a bit crazy.
Yeah, what
I
made me
stopped
think that there may be something in that story about him going mad was that all his books were there, in a shipping container. And when you work out that each one of those books probably cost a couple of quid to print minimum, because they're all color books, so they're expensive hardcover books. So say they all cost about £4, and there must be thousands in there. You're talking, you're probably talking about 30 grand's worth of books in one shipping container.
Yeah,
Wow.
there's quite a few, weren't there?
Some people just have more money than sense, though, don't they? So, and then sit in the house and just don't do nothing, but just keep the money, but have loads of businesses, and then just have no
So,
family.
do you know what happened to this guy? Did this guy just die? I don't know.
I'm hoping somebody's going to tell me, because I did say, we were told he went mad, and that's why the house was left abandoned. But if anybody's got more details, I did try looking up to see what happened to him, but all it says is he's written these 2 books, and that's it.
If you look on the screen there, someone's mentioned something.
Oh, he was 82 and he died. He probably got dementia or something. Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Well,
Makes
the thing is,
sense.
when you live at home and don't go out, you don't tend to live a healthy life. It's tinned food and no exercise, so that never helps.
Yeah, lunch and meat and cans of dog food. It's down in the bunker.
People like a bit of toast.
Yeah. But I mean, it was an interesting one, because I mean, I can imagine people having like tiny little Nissen hut type things underground, like World War II and that sort of stuff. But I've never seen anybody that's actually submerged a couple of shipping containers and then built a bunker on top of it, and then put a generator in there. All that stuff, you'd have had to drop that down before they put the lid on, so everything would have had to have been dropped in place. Say again, Jake?
Like a little fallout shelter.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It was a nuclear bunker for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
because he sealed it. It had air filters to clean the air. Yeah. Can you hear? Yeah.
What's going on?
Can
you hear me?
What kind of life would you actually have? Because if you're going to be in there and eventually this thing, whatever, is going to be over, would you actually want to live in a world with kind of like that?
Well,
that's it. I mean, you come out of there and you have to leave it months before you can. We can hear you. We can hear you, Jake. We can hear you.
Yeah, hear you, Jake.
We can hear you. He's gone off to sort himself out. You'd be stuck down there for months, because you'd have to let the fallout settle onto the ground. Because if you went out when it was in the air, you'd have to wear air masks and things like that. You'd have to have radiation gear, and you'd have to minimize your exposure, go back indoors, wash yourself off. And the only reason you'd venture out would be to get more supplies like fuel and things like that. But I mean, I think even then, like a year down the line, you come out, there's still going to be so much radiation around, you're probably going to just start puking up, going to a coma and die.
Right, he's back in the chat now. Try again. Let's give it a go. Hello, Jake.
Yeah, you ain't got much chance of that happened, have you?
I don't know what happened then. The signal went. My house is shit.
Yeah, don't worry about it. StreamYard can always play up. Know what I mean? If you don't play up, it's not StreamYard.
Because I'm not sure of it, probably. I don't know.
Right.
It's not normal.
Your message says subscribe it free. Subscribe it free. What's this northern comments? Oh, subscribe it's free.
Yeah, it's like mad, isn't it? Subscribe, it's free. Subscribe, it's free. Yeah.
Now, what it is, yeah? Have you seen Star Wars?
Mm.
And Ewoks? They've got their own language. I'm making my own language for you all to learn.
That's fine as long as we know that it's just language. We'll let it off. Then.
Well, you say you wrote it in Ewok and hope no one will understand it. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He took too many ecstasy tablets. It's not Ewok, it's Ewonk. Yeah.
On the Ewok.
He's had too much ketamine. It's Ewonk. All the letters going back to front.
I must admit, Matt did point that out to me. Pointed that out to me in the past, and I didn't have time to redo it yet. So each time we could do a live stream, I'd forget about it and then just see that. I just thought, just whack it out.
Just leave it on. Funny. It's conversation.
I just thought, I think I pointed it out before, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I seem to have some memory of it, but well, it's like a nice worn chair, isn't it? Like a leather chair that's got like patches missing of it. You still love it, don't you?
Yeah. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Right.
You got to change it, but you just got to leave and love it.
That's it, yeah. Crazy. It's a bit hard having 6 people up all at once. Like I say, people like try and talk over other people, and then it just blocks sound out sometimes as well.
It's hard, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like you say, Matt, over here it is a bit weird having a proper nuclear bunker underground for a normal resident or someone with a bit of money, but it back in America, it's just normal for them. Quite a lot of them do it.
In America, definitely.
Yeah.
They have them in the back garden just for joke.
Yeah.
I think in Europe as well, and especially affluent countries where people have got a lot more money, they do, like Switzerland. A lot of people have got bunkers there, but there's various countries where it's quite popular. But in the UK, I just think everybody's got no bloody money, or if you've got money, you've got no land, you've got no back garden, and you wouldn't be given permission to do it. So,
unless you bought the house with it. And then obviously you attached onto it.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. You never know.
There's a house in York, Fulford, and there's an ROC post, and somebody built a bungalow on top of it. And that's on Subret.
Yeah. I heard about that.
Apparently,
Yeah.
it is quite easy to get planning permission to go and dig things underground, because if it can't be seen, there's not much people can complain about, because you can have works when you actually usually scoop everything away, put it in the ground, and then cover it back up. So there's works, but once it's done, you can't tell these things are actually there. And this is how a lot of millionaires' houses, like multi-millionaire pound houses in London, because they can't get permission to build up because it's going to obscure the views for other people and they all complain. What they do is they build down. And now the big thing in London is tunneling underneath people's houses. And some people have got 5 or 6 levels underground, like a swimming pool, games rooms. And of course they can turn the music up because it's underground. You can't hear anything. So they can literally have parties. And there's mega bucks involved in digging down in London at the moment. And so much so that people are getting pissed off now because there's constant works and constant drilling and constant things going into people's houses. And it goes on for like a year and a half, 2 years. And people are like, we've had a guts for this. And they're trying to block now the ability for people to do these bunkers under their houses in London. Whether you call it a bunker or a basement, but...
Yeah, big basement complex. Yeah.
Yes.
That's it, like you say, the space is getting short, so they're going down in London. There's been TV shows about it and stuff, yeah. It's crazy.
Is there, right? Oh, okay.
But probably in Manchester, you dig in Manchester, you should probably get water. It's that wet.
That's the problem. You need to tank it so it's dry.
Yeah, they just put houses up in 6 months. And then
in Manchester, if you start digging down, you'll end up in somebody's grow room. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
You find somebody's already been there and they start smelling a skunk coming through like again. Start to smell a skunk here. It's like,
Go on, what are you saying, Jake?
As soon as you buy a new house, it smells like that.
All
You
the
came
work
across a
that
few, haven't you,
we-
on your travels?
What's that?
You came across a few in your travels, haven't you?
I've come across a few grows, yeah. Not full
One
ones.
next to the Lonside police station, wasn't there? One there somewhere.
Yeah, there was a police station. I've had an abandoned factory that basically got changed into a full cannabis grow, the full top floor. There was literally a little kitchen in the corner with just Chinese little plates everywhere and just like noodles and shit. It's like a little tiny bed in
Munchies.
the corner. It's weird as fuck.
Oh dear, we've just lost Richie.
Oh no,
Nothing new there though.
no,
Yeah,
it's
Yeah.
well, it was, bit of a
I
mad
think he
one.
was on his phone and his battery probably be dying now.
No, if you don't touch your phone for a while, yeah, it cuts you off.
was it?
Right,
Yeah,
right.
because the screen goes blank.
Chilling like a villain. Welcome in. Nice
Hello.
of
Excuse me.
you. Cool. It's good to see everyone in the chat and all the new faces.
I can't
hope
see the chat, so anyway, big shout out to everybody anyway.
Yeah, I hope I've got everyone up on the chat who's mentioned something in the chat, and hopefully, yeah, when I do that and get the chat up, that means hello, welcome in. So all the new subscribers, thanks very much for all the use.
Yeah, you're nearly there, aren't you? Let's have a- what number are you
Yeah,
on? now?
should be getting there quite soon. About 150 in need now
What
Yeah.
for?
Oh yeah,
1,000?
to get monetized.
3,000.
yeah.
One.
If anyone is on here from our channel, from Secret Vault, and you've tuned in, subscribe to him. Click that button. He's a good lad. Very accommodating, and his dog's absolutely massive. So you just got to click subscribe because of
It
his
is
dog.
big. It is big.
Yeah.
I've been around his house with an Indian takeaway, and his dog was just like staring me out. So he's just staring at me.
It's like Beethoven, but not that fucking hairy one.
Yeah.
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 Like a
You're
turn
lucky
of
the dog
each dog
didn't just
is
come over
possible.
and take it. Oh, sorry.
Well, this is it. Yeah. I thought that was going to happen. Didn't though. He just sat there staring at me. Bit intimidated.
Yeah, I think if they'd come over and take it off you, I don't think you'd have complained, would you?
Nah, have it, mate. Nah, it was good though. I'll be having another one of them soon.
Yeah.
Another Indian.
Oh yes. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. What was it we had? Urban Legend, was it?
Chicken
Tikka
tikka
vindaloo.
vindaloo.
Yes, that was nice. That. Yeah.
I tried one of
It
these
was.
little things earlier on, and it tasted a bit shit, to be honest. Singapore style curry,
Okay.
Lidl's noodle crap.
Is that the
Rubbish.
ones now, dude?
Lidl's, that one. Yeah.
Yeah, I've tried certain ones. Certain ones just don't taste right, do they? You know what I
I think
mean?
it's the rice that fucks up, really. To be honest,
Yeah.
on some of them. Rice just gets dry as fuck, doesn't it?
Mm. Those dogs scared the shit out of me.
It's his actual poos in his back garden. The dog's poos are massive. It's when you know when someone breaks into a house, like gets into a garden or something, they'll see them big poos and think, nah, I'll go somewhere else.
It keeps the bailiffs away anyway.
Yeah, I bet it does, yeah.
Yeah, because those dogs were used in the gladiators, like with the gladiators, weren't they? The Roman arenas. They used to kill lions with those dogs. They used to put a lion in there, which was considered to be like, a scary animal, and then they'd set the dogs out, and the dogs would just rip the lion to shreds.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what it was for, though, wasn't it? Basically, back in the day. Reds and
Considered
stuff like that.
sport. Yeah,
That sounds good,
then
Rick, yeah.
they've got
I'll hold you to that.
yeah.
Pale ale, yeah. Bearded Reality is drinking pale ale. It's sometimes it's all right. It's when there's a little bits in the bottom. It's all yeasty and it's
Because
not
it's live,
always.
isn't it? It's live. It doesn't. It's like with beer. kill it off so it just stays as lager with ale. It carries on, keeps fermenting. That's why you get the rich taste.
Yeah. It's if you drink too much of it, it starts fermenting like inside you. That's when you get like really drunk.
Yeah, I'm a bit of an ale drinker, so
In the morning when you start being sick, it's horrible.
Yeah. When you flatten your back, that's when you know you've had too much.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know about that. Depends.
Yeah, when I turn up in places and I don't know how I got there, and then my friends have told me things like I've been sick in their shoe and stuff like that, then you know you've had too much.
Sounds like my sort of night, that.
yeah.
That's exactly what happens to me. I end up fucking picking in somebody's wardrobe or something.
we all went camping out on a fort out in the sea, didn't we, Matt? And I thought someone got too pissed and pissed all over my bed. So I was like, who peed all over my bed? And Matt was like, it was me, but it wasn't pee. It was my beer. I went, oh, that's all right then.
Yeah, 'cause I always put beer in my pockets, but I forget that I put it in there. And then I bend over to get something, and of course my body's then tilted like that, and the beer always tips out into things, but of course all over the pocket. And then when I stand up, I go, "Oh no!" And then it goes whoosh down my leg, so it looks like I pissed myself. That happens a lot.
It's that waiter, isn't it? Would you like some beer, sir?
Yeah,
You'd have to get one of the beer hats.
yeah, with the
It's
tube.
not for my exploring that.
Yeah,
It's
so
weird though, because it just went right across my bed. It just looked like someone peed right across it. Like, oh, thought someone's taking a mick. But yeah, it's But I must admit, Matt held his hand up and admitted it was him. So respect.
Yeah, fair dues, respect.
yeah, I'm like a dog. When I get friendly with somebody, I treat them like my property, and I have to pee all over them. And it's like, yeah, you're my friend now. Yeah, so I can come back later on and yeah, I know him. He's my mate. He is. Yeah.
So is that what you all got up to that night, Eureka? Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't get as pissed as I thought I was going to be, actually, because I brought loads of beer, but we ended up like drinking so much we went to sleep. We all decided we were tired and went to bed.
We'll have to get up early though, don't we, to make it off.
Yeah, it was good. A good laugh that was. Weird old place.
Yeah. Keeps changing hands, doesn't it?
Just gonna go
People
to
buy it and never do out with it. And I don't know. I think, I'll buy a big fort that costs like £1 million, and then I'll just leave it and not do out. And it's strange. Golden shower.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
my
believe after the night we went, someone else went there, didn't they, Matt? And you ended up getting a phone call from someone, didn't you? Some authorities.
Yeah, from the Life Coast Guard. Because I rang them because I'd heard that people often get the Coast Guard will come up in a vessel and start like megaphoning saying, "Are you all right up there?" Because they don't know who you are. So I thought, well, I don't want that to happen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ring the police and I'm going to ring the Coast Guard. So if anyone rings saying, "Oh, I'm walking my dog and I can see lights on the fort. Is somebody in trouble out there?" And that sort of thing that people do, which they think they're probably helping. But by you giving that notice ahead of time, then you're not going to get the police turn up and you're not going to get a Coast Guard turn up. So we made the calls and luckily we didn't get any crap. But then the next night, they rang me and they said, "Oh, are you actually off that place now?" And I went, "Yeah." And I said, I sort of did ring you and tell you. And they went, "Yeah, I know you did, but we're just checking because we've had reports that there are people on there and we think they might be in trouble, so we're going to have to go out now." And I was like, "Oh shit, well, it's not me. We're all right." But somebody was out there and like they probably get a lot of calls like that. So that's the trouble.
That's it. If you're getting sort of 200 shouts a year, it starts becoming a big problem, doesn't it? Logistically, to get a boat out, it's not just a 2-minute job.
I mean, if they were getting that many calls, I would say it would probably be in their interest to put a little plastic sign in there saying, you know, if you're going to be on here and the water's coming in and you intend to stay overnight, ring us so we don't come out. Otherwise, you know, you'll incur charges. What they do is they say you may incur charges, but you know, it's kind of like they don't charge people. It's very rarely they'll ever do that, but. You know, it would make sense because a lot of people just don't think about it, do they?
So can I get this straight? They don't mind you actually being on there and staying there. There's not an issue.
And ain't got much choice if they once you're on there and the seats come in. It's like you can stand there like it's the police officers on the show. It's like, nah, wait, girl, have you got a boat officer? And they go, yeah, we have actually, and a helicopter and rocket launchers. Okay. Yeah. All right then. Fair enough.
Yeah. Jake knows what we're talking about there. That bridge. Don't say too much, Jake, about that bridge.
No. I know which bridge you're talking about. It's a big one.
It is. That's what I always saying on that one.
Literally, it is a beautiful view there. But we'll talk about that.
Stay tuned.
It's a beautiful bridge. It's very long. I enjoyed seeing it.
Yeah, we're going to take a nice picture of it.
Really bothered, so yeah.
You get kicked off YouTube for those sorts of pictures, mate.
Oh no.
We all know what bridge you're talking about.
No, I don't. Yeah, don't mind.
Yeah, what was it?
Yeah, I know what it is, Jake.
I don't know what that noise was.
Just be moving for a minute.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh. Got a phone call, that's all.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got to be a good one, but yeah, I'm not saying too much about that one. It's a video up in process.
Sorry, back a moment.
Yeah, no worries. Before we go there, we need to get some bits and bobs. And we haven't got the bits and bobs incoming, basically. Yeah, just remove LW and just add Jake. Oh, no, he's gone. Oh, don't know. I think he's gone, Jake.
MS Detectorist says, evening all. Isn't there a TV comedy called The Detectorists?
You all right, mate? Cool.
The detective series, isn't there?
The detectives,
well,
yeah.
I think it's called the Detectorists, I thought it was called. And they are metal detectors, and it's a comedy about rivalries in metal detecting. It's got Mackenzie Crook is one of the guys. And they've got like the rivalries between teams, so they try to like, you know, plant information like, oh, there's a big thing over there, so they'll go there when they're going to the real place and stuff like that. And they all try to like shit on each other, and it's all like a lot of, you know, oh, I found this thing, and they're like, oh, bastard. Instead of being like, oh, look, he's found something really amazing, like the bastard. So
I've not heard of that, Matt, tell you the truth. But someone said it's on BBC
hang
Three.
on.
Somewhere.
Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, the Detectorists. Yeah, television series. Wikipedia. It's on BBC 4. Is it 2014? It was written and directed by Mackenzie Crook as well. And
talking about their metal detecting channel, they do a live stream on a Friday, and it's quite funny. I do go on there, but like quite a few people watch one live stream, watch another one, jump here and jump there. So it's quite hard to keep up with all the live streams, especially when they're all going live all at once. So sometimes I've got two phones there going, and got my PS4 there, and then my laptop here, and yeah, that's why I don't mention comments too much sometimes.
You never know which one to listen to fully, do you? It's sort of like you just flick it over and
that's it. The ones that I watch are very entertaining, and sometimes you turn away for a little second and you miss the whole thing. It's just banter that goes between everyone. Just awesome. I love it, mate.
Explorer McCall says it's on Netflix. It's a hidden gem. Not many people know about it, I think. So, yeah.
Oh, it's on Netflix.
Apparently.
I will be looking for it then.
Mm.
In fact, I'm going to check it right now.
Find out if it is, yeah.
Let's have a look. Oh,
I've missed editing a lot of videos that, like, people have said to me, when are you going to stick that out? And I'm like, oh my God. There's one of a hockey place which is going to get demolished. We went in there and the security came in and caught me walking around whilst everybody had just gone out like about 2 minutes earlier. And I said, I'm going to finish. So I was like, continued like walking around. The next thing is a bloke like walking up to me and I'm like, all right, mate. And he's like, what are you doing here? And all this. And anyway, this the whole video of that. I just forgot about it. I just forgot I hadn't edited it and put it out. And it's a crazy, funny video, and it's one of the ones that people would like. And I just completely forgotten about it because I've been doing like days and days worth of Explorers, and I've just lost track now. So that's coming out soon. You'll have a giggle.
oh, cool.
He said, the police have been called. You better get out. And I went, all right. And I would start walking up the stairs. He goes, where are you going? I goes, well, out through the hole. And he goes, no, out through the front door. And I was like, oh, okay. I wanted to climb back out through the hole I came in through.
Oh, dear.
Somebody says they couldn't get my live stream tonight. It wouldn't come up on the TV. That's when it was during the premiere. For some strange reason, tonight, when I did a premiere, it took all day. It took like 5 hours to say, okay, now you can do the video. It's normally instant. It took 5 hours. In the end, I had to push back the time of my live stream. I'd already started re-uploading it. And then it said, okay, it's ready to go. So I'm like, okay. So I canceled the upload. I'm like, right, it's ready to go. So I put it on. And then it came on. But at the end, like the last 30 seconds came on when it was black screen. The music was fading out. And that was the premiere. That was it. And then if you press refresh, it would go back to the end again. It would play at the end, but you could scroll it all the way back to the beginning and watch it. And people were giving me all this like, it's not working. And I was like, sorry. But by now, it should be in 4K. It'll be okay, and everything should be fine. But the premiere was right screwed up. So that's right. Some people were only getting audio and a black screen. It's really weird. Some people had 144p. It wouldn't go in like high res. So yeah,
Beating the chance.
Right mess up it was. Yeah.
It just takes ages to upload anything, though, doesn't it? Doesn't matter what your speed is; it just takes forever.
Well, normally, I mean, I can upload a 1 hour 4K video in about an hour. So it'll upload in an hour, but then it's usually instantaneous. As long as you do it H.265 codec, it automatically, bang, it's ready to play immediately. But sometimes, just once in a while, they don't, and you don't know if it's going to take half an hour. In this case, 5 hours before it was happy. So yeah, don't know why. He's back.
Hello, it's the weird world of YouTube. That Matthew, on it. Sometimes it's like, and then sometimes processing for ages. Weird. So yeah, hello everyone.
Yeah, some
Once
people
I've
saying it at different qualities on your live stream. Wonder whether they're in different areas and it gets processed at different speeds through the area of the Britain or wherever the video's been watched.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Or
So
how
I'm
busy
involved.
the area is, with the network business, network being used at, say, the Manchester or somewhere else. Maybe it might be that just the system going slow. Could be
Well,
true. Don't know.
So when I upload, it goes to Hull, then it goes to Manchester, I believe, and it's sort of pumped into the internet there. I don't know. Don't know fully. Like the BT server in Manchester is where my internet goes off to.
You think you're all the way back?
Urbex with BD says he has an important question. Go on, I'll read the text then if they're coming through. If it's that important, life-threateningly important. I have got an email address, by the way.
Thank you very much. We actually found that by mistake whilst we were looking. That was down Norfolk way. That one. We were looking for something else. We found that.
It's very clean inside, seeing it's not
I know,
being
yeah.
overtook by someone that would renovate it, if you know what I mean.
It was completely rusted up, and we didn't even know it was there because it's not even on subreddit. Yeah, we were looking for something else, and Dave found one of the vents, one of the ROC post vents. It was like, "There's an ROC post here." It totally brambled up. We just kept like searching, thinking where it could be, and found the hatch. But yeah, it was totally rusted up, solid.
Subaru's saying something there about the
Yeah, I
quality.
was just reading that. Yeah, don't know. I mean, thing is, I like Secret Vault does, like other people do. I upload in 4K using H.265 codec, and then YouTube just do what they want with it. You know, they say it's 4K, but are you actually watching 4K? I don't know. You know, when it's gone up and they've done it, and then they play it out to people. Not sure.
Yeah.
And the quality of those premieres is not 1080p. It's like 720, and it's bumped up to 1080p, and it looks really bitty and it breaks up quite a lot. So I mean, you know, they want people to do these premieres, but actually, I'm watching it. I'm going, oh God, everyone, this is probably they're not going to watch it apart from this once, you know, because they'll have watched it and then like they're not going to watch it again at real 1080p later or 4K later because they've seen it. So they're getting this really scummy image premiere, but people like to watch the premieres, you know. It's a bit sad, that.
Here's a question for the audience. I don't know whether people seen what quality mine was on my Premiere because I uploaded my video a couple of days ago, so I might have time to process all that first. So it might have got that bumpiness. So I don't know. Let's see in the chat in a minute. It takes about 30 seconds for messages to come through. So if you're doing a Premiere, it might be worth uploading them, setting them as a Premiere a few days pre-hand, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Bearded Reality is there saying, I record in 5K now and downgrade it as it was issues with GoPro firmware. It takes ages. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, 4K is fairly standard. Anything higher than 4K, I think it's not really, you know, it can do it on YouTube, but it's not sort of set up to do it quickly. The same thing with those 360 videos I do. I mean, they will not go up live. I can upload them and then they just say processing, and it takes about a day before it'll process it.
Wow.
Yeah.
My little boy likes your 360 ones because he likes like looking around on it. He watches them on his iPad.
Yeah, when Matt first released one of them, I was watching it as like, I can only see the bottom of the screen of the Secret Vault logo.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah.
Then I moved a control pad on the PlayStation. Then the screen moved. I was like, oh, right.
Yeah.
On then. Yeah.
Yeah. My little boy walks around the house watching them, but I think he's going to fall down the stairs or something because he's like this with his iPad. It's really cool. Yeah.
Also, with an iPad, you just move the iPad and it shows up around that way, yeah.
Yeah, he was showing me how to do it. Yeah.
That's mad.
I haven't seen it on a goggles yet, but that should be pretty good on goggles because that's the way it's really designed to be done. You know, so you haven't got any sort of like issues then. It's like it's filling your field of vision. It's not like you're watching a small screen like that and turning it around. It's like you're there, boom, it's like filling your vision. So that would be good.
I've got a pair of goggles. I've never used them really. I have to try it on one of your videos.
So, what ones have you got?
I can't remember what they are, just some cheap ones got ages ago. It works all right, but then I got bored, so I decided not to use them. But I'll try one out and let you know. Because normally I look at your laptop.
Yeah, you're not talking about these little, because they did sell these little tellies where you can watch, like as if you're watching a movie, but it looks big in front of you. No, we're talking about like VR goggles, 360 VR goggles for playing games.
I put my phone on the goggles.
That's right, you put it in the goggles, yeah.
Put it in the goggles, and then you just like look around with it.
That's
When I
it.
bought
It
it,
does
they
work
were
that way.
So yeah,
I got a pair
I'll
of
try and
those.
see what it looks like. Yeah,
I had a pair of those.
bought.
They used to sell them in garages for 15 quid, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I've seen them types. Yeah, because I fill up quite a lot. I've seen them on the little things above the BP, above the pumps. How do you get on with the DJI goggles, Matt?
Great.
Yeah.
They're wonderful, but and I mean, the image is so big, and it's 2K per eye. So the image that's being sent is only 1K, 2K anyway. It's at 720, I think it is 720, but it bumps it up to 2K per eye. But I mean, like flying along, you can really see absolutely everything. You can see details, you can see wires, to avoid things. And I think it just helps because you've got that, you're immersed in blackness, and then you've got a massive image in front of you. Whereas when you're trying to squint down at a screen on a phone, it's not easy. It's a lot easier with those goggles. From time to time, if you're in an area that's got a lot of Wi-Fi, sometimes those goggles don't really work very well, and I have had to sort of turn them off and just use the phone with a thing. And they are a pain in the bum for discharging. So when you go to want to use them, and it's like, oh, it's discharged. Now they won't just charge up quickly by plugging the lead in, and it'll sort of like take 3 hours and charge. They seem to do this thing where they will not charge at all for about 2 hours, and nothing's happening at all. And then suddenly they kick into life. Then it'll charge. It'll take 2 or 3 hours. So it can take about 5 hours to charge them to get, I don't know, an hour and a half out of them. So, but if you put them away at night, what I tend to find is if you put them away at night, if they're in a cold place, you come back in the morning and the charge is gone. And it's like, but if it's in a warm place, you put them away at night and then you come back in the morning, they may still be charged. But I've had it so many times I've got to use them and it's like, oh, there's no bloody charge. And it's like, that can be a pain,
Yeah, it's a bit inconvenient that, but the plus points sound good. I don't know if I'd be a bit like with VR headsets. I don't know if it'd be a bit sort of sort of travel sick. I don't know.
Is that your mate there, Casey John?
See, they're not, in many respects, they're not actually VR headsets. They do have that facility, but only for still photos. So if you take a photo with DJI, it can do a panorama where it takes a stack of photos like that all the way around, and it produces a 360 panorama. Now you can play that back, and you can actually look around that photo, and it's very high resolution. It's really, really good, but it won't do 360 videos. It's not designed to be a VR headset at all, but it is just a front-facing, whilst you're flying. But I would say to people, if you've never tried one, they are the best. I've seen Fat Shark goggles and all the other brands, and they are the best. The DJIs, they really are good. And it's a whole different experience when you're flying. And I think it takes a lot of the headache out of flying as well, because you can see properly. It's like suddenly you've got your eyes are open, you can see now. That's it, So
I've got a question about them.
Eye strain, otherwise.
Got a question about them though. They say you've got to keep your drone in line of sight, but if you've got that in your front of your line of sight,
you can't.
Does that mean you need to spot by what they're saying?
Yes, you have to have a person with you who's your spotter. So, if you get caught doing it, I mean, it's unlikely the police will know the regulations that well. I mean, what they'll be more interested in is, are you licensed? But, yeah, I mean, to be honest, I think it's a better safety thing than flying within line of sight, because you lose sight of drones really easily. You don't know where they are. Yeah. So the best thing to have is goggles on, because you become where you are. It's like you know exactly where you are. You're like, oh, I'm over here. And I turn around, that's where I came from. There. And you're like that. Because you've got this real clear picture, it makes you understand where you are and where you've got to get back to. Plus, also, there's a little homing marker. It's an aircraft that turns, and you got to have a marker there, and it sort of like shows you where you took off from. So all you do is you turn until that lines up with it, and you keep flying in that direction, and your distance will count down. There's a distance meter, a speed meter, but it's all in the heads-up display, so you don't have to you know, you just glance your eye across a few things, but you're still flying. Whereas like when you're supposed to keep your eye on the drone at the whole time. You know, it's always going to be, well, how can you do that when you're looking down at your phone to get the image to go back up to the drone? You've lost it. So you go like that to get something, and you've lost it. It's that quick, and it happens all the time. But the thing is, the CAA will not accept by putting on the goggles. You've got all the information you need. Yeah, so you don't have to look away, and you don't really, you know, lose sight of the drone because you know where you are because you fly better. But they don't accept that. They say you've got to have a spotter with you.
Barry's doing a great job there. Can I just say, if you're having a spotter though, that helps because it's sort of like they can spot any muggers coming in and nicking your bag and running off with your bag.
Well, yeah, that's another risk, isn't it?
Yeah, because you don't know who's about when you've got them on, do you really?
I've never had that as a problem, and the thing is, you know, you can flip them up and have a look. And, you know, the drone will just sit there and wait whilst you're looking around and do whatever you have to do. You know, it's not like the drone's going to fly away. So, I mean, you can flip them up and have a look and then, you know, go back to what you're doing. But, I think it's, you know, it's a bit of a push to have a spotter with you when you're doing these things all the time. But, yeah.
Not practical, is it, sometimes?
Not really.
No, well, no. Especially if you're doing it commercially, it's another cost, isn't it? It's another somebody else to pay for. But yeah,
well, if you're doing it commercially, you probably would have another person with you anyway, because commercially, you know, you have to have that extra person to kind of manage the crowds whilst you're flying, because you can't manage the crowds when you're flying, so you have to have that.
Yeah. I've found that if I'm flying a drone, that's all I can do. I'm not very good at multitasking anyway, but if I'm flying a drone, I don't want to be doing other bits, speaking to people and that. Even when I'm out with Dave or Paul, they start asking questions, or, you know, I have to focus on that, especially if I'm trying to get some decent shots or whatever. But yeah, cheers, Matt. Thanks for that. I wondered what them goggles were like. But yeah.
And I mean, you know, the 500 meters is not far to fly with a drone. You know, that's the legal limit. It's not very far. I mean, you know, you're going to be a pretty boring person if you're doing 500 meters. You know what I mean? It's not enough, you know. But there we are. Everyone kind of like bends the rules a little bit to get the decent shots. But,
well, you know, yeah.
I believe we had a few trolls in. Barry's doing an excellent job.
Yeah, nice one, Barry.
Subaru just left a comment there. It's just the water off the duck's back, really. At the end of the day, it's time they're spending watching me, and my time's going up. So great.
Yeah. They love you so much. There was one in ours earlier on. He was called the Urban Legend Cheshire, and he was taking a piss, and he got banned.
Oh yeah, I saw. Yeah, I've seen him about actually. Yeah,
I've not seen that one yet.
Apparently, he's been on Taffy's as well. Got banned. Trying it on.
I think I've seen him in your comments of videos. He's like left comments before. But yeah,
well, you
stands out, doesn't it?
When the trolls are trying to copy your name in order to get attention, you know you must be doing something right. You know
exactly.
Yeah. Well, yes.
That's famous.
Yeah.
I think we've all had that now, haven't we? I don't know about ALW, but I know Urban Legend has. Secret Vault, well, we know you have. I've had it once or twice.
It was his smoking cabinet or something, pipe cabinet.
Pipe bag. John Michael's pipe bag. Is that all right?
Fair enough. Yeah.
I was watching someone's live stream, and like you say, the Urban Legend just popped into it straight away. It's like, oh, I'll have to make a comment. Hello. This is the real Urban Legend. It was funny that. I thought, yes, I'm famous at last.
I did that, but who the fuck are you?
To be direct, you know. Yeah.
Glenn, my pipe is here.
Smoking.
And as you mentioned,
are you smoking that? What type of tobacco? Do you ever try that mixed tobacco? It's got like loads of like different smells coming out of it. It's like putty, not putty. What's that? Not Play-Doh. Like smell like Play-Doh, a bit like Play-Doh.
No,
Plasticine.
I've had like
cannabis resin.
cherry tobacco, tobacco, stuff like that, but not putty smelling tobacco.
Squidgy black in it.
Oh, now you're old school.
Yeah, rolling it out on your cassette box.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
ducks. How you doing?
Yeah, there are other drugs out there as well, by the way, but we don't condone them.
Yeah, other Class C narcotics are available. Anyway,
Okay, here's a question for everybody then. What are you? What were you more into? Are you a plasticine man or a Play-Doh man? Which would you
I
prefer?
was a Smurf man, not Smurf, Morph man, Mark Minda, no Morph Minda.
Yeah.
Happy.
nano,
Yeah.
in it.
I don't know if you quite understand the what I was asking. You know, plasticine. You know, like they make shapes out of, and Play-Doh. They have different consistencies, and they different. Play-Doh's like floury, like fluffy, almost, and plasticine is oily but goes really hard when you haven't used it for a while. It's got to warm it back up to get it to move.
It was Play-Doh for me, I think.
Yeah,
plasticine.
I mean, Morph just did it.
Was it plasticine that used to come in a strip like a curly whirly?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like little round cylinders, like 8 of them or something, and it would just be like a long strip, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you used to have it at school.
Oily plasticine.
Yeah, it was oily, wasn't it? Yeah. But yeah, it's all Play-Doh. Well, Thomas, my little boy, he's all Play-Doh. So I just, in them tubs, you got all the different colours. And it seems to be all right until you mix the colours up, then it like starts going off. It like sets it, like activates it to go off.
Never cross the streams. Yeah, right.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't handle the colours getting mixed. It really winds me up when Thomas does that. He doesn't really play it anymore now. He's all iPad. He's watching Matt on VR and going like this with his iPad everywhere.
Yeah, I remember back in primary school with plasticine. Yeah, we used to get new colours, and then the new colours turn into grey in a matter of a day because everyone just like and mashed them together and present up in grey.
It's trash it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's an admission. I'll admit something to you here. I've never admitted before, but I've told people I used to like climbing up scaffold when I was a kid, and I got on a school once, and we managed to get in through the attic, hatch, and we went in, and then we managed to climb down into the school. This must have been in the days before alarms, really, and we got into their store cupboard. Now you're never going to guess what I stole. It wasn't computers. It wasn't expensive stuff. It was a load of plasticine. So I had a few packs of plasticine. Right, that's mine. I'm going home now. I was happy then. Plasticine.
I bet that. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I think no.
So how old was you then when you done that? You said you was a kid.
Oh, 8, 10, something like that. But the thing is, I've been going around these urbex locations for years, and I still haven't found a place that's got a supply of plasticine. So I've been pretty good since then. It's the only thing I would nick when I go on urbexes is plasticine, or a slush puppy machine. But I haven't found one of those. I will break my promise of being a good boy. If I see a slush puppy machine, it's coming home.
Yeah. Slush puppy. Yeah. They're the big ones out there with like the stuff in them.
Yeah.
You don't really see them anymore.
They're not so popular, but there are some.
Yes, like some
garages
have got them around where I am. They've got like it's not slush puppy, but it's the same sort of thing. So you got ice in there, and they put the syrup in, don't they? They've got that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
You've
don't
gotta
get, like
have
you
some-
say,
Continually spins it so it can't form ice. It's a refrigerator that has a spinning thing in it, and that's
Just keeps it rolling.
I think Slush Puppy's gone out there bankrupt or something. Like you say, you don't see them machines now. You just see these newer versions, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it was really. I mean, they seem to be popular years ago, but they are still out there, I think. But they're not so popular. You start to see things now appear in garages where they have like a slush machine, but it says, I haven't tried it yet. It says it's fizzy slush. It's like Coke, but or fizzy slush.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. And they have yogurt machines now, don't they, as well, in garages? You can press a button and it'll make the yogurt flavour there for you or something, and sort of like mixes it up and makes it. Seen those in some places as well.
Coffee for
Yeah.
me.
Ducks Go Quack there just put candy floss. I'll tell you a true story about this. We'll tell you a true story. My mum is Irish, and one year when I was young, we decided to go over and visit the relatives in Ireland. So we got over there, and it was countryside where the relatives were. So we met up and we decided to go into the main town. I think it was Dublin or something. So we went to Dublin, and my mum bought us candy floss and started eating that. And my Auntie Kay turned around to my mum and says, "Why you keep giving kids cotton wool to eat?" She'd never seen candy floss before. And we actually bought her some, and she tried it and she enjoyed herself. It's crazy, yeah.
Yeah. Well, Americans.
You see them making it, isn't it? Where they put a stick into that thing that has a spinner, and they sort of scoop it around.
Yeah, Americans call it cotton candy.
It looks like glass, doesn't it? It's in there, and they spin it around. And it comes. It looks like glass. It's really weird.
Yeah, like fiberglass. When you're making fiberglass, it's very similar process. It's all it's all like static electricity all pulls it together. It's weird.
Is it just sugar? They just put it is literally just sugar, isn't it? And then they put flavor and sugar. And this thing that spins, I don't know how that thing works that spins, because does it grind the sugar down into a dust and then somehow it reforms it as it comes back out, pops out?
I thought it was already. I thought it was already powdered. They had something. They had I don't know if they had water or what, but they had something. So when it comes, like you say, when it's spinning around, they then put it in, and so it what's the word? Reconstitutes it.
Constituted. Yeah.
Yeah, it really does that. But I've never understood how it works. It's got to be to do with something like ALW was saying as well, like with fiberglass. It's got to be sort of same process, I suppose.
Ducks goes quite there. Yeah, it makes sense that once the heater melts the sugar, it spins round and it kicks out through a little hole or something to make the fine web, like a spider's web.
Liquefied.
And then, it gets solidified in the air when it's coming out. So yeah.
Little boys' room, I'll be back in.
Thingy bits. Yeah, okay, man.
Every day.
Melted sugar. It ain't gonna be good for you, that is it?
And those places like Alton Towers where they actually make the sugar donuts, like the super serious sugar donuts, but they make them in front of you. There's some sort of special technique for doing that as well. There's a machine that sort of like does it and sort of like, but they, I think they fry them then, don't they? Those donuts, they fry the sugar donuts.
I haven't been to Alton Towers for years. But yeah, again, health food. So I've done,
we're all talking about healthy food on here, aren't we? All good.
It's making me hungry. Yeah, I don't need any food, but I'm sort of getting a bit peckish now. Candy floss and donuts. Deep.
So like the what do you call it? Theme parks aren't open yet for another week or two.
Oh, donuts, man. Mm.
Yeah, they deep fry them. Ducks go crack. He says, yeah. I've seen them doing it, and I mean, they super sweet, aren't they? Sorry.
You can get them machines where you put like the liquid, like the batter mix in one end, and it puts like little splodges out, and then it puts them on a conveyor belt into the fat. And it deep fries them, and then they come out the fat, and it like makes a donut. That's proper cool. They have them at seaside towns.
I used to work in a bakery in Asda's, and there was what you said's right. But you get the donut batter and you put it in, and it makes the actual donuts, and it goes through the conveyor, comes up, and it's done. And then what you do, you get the donuts which have been freshly made, and you get like a jammer. So you press it in like this, and it'll make the thing. And normally it'll set to like 1 or 2, so it just squirt 2 lots of jam in it. But you could put it up higher, and we used to do it just for a laugh. And there was one day there's a woman walking along, she was in with her kid, and the kid's in a pushchair, screaming its head off. She's going, "Well, mate, it's some donuts and all this." But we jammed the donuts so that they were proper big in there. They're like that. And gave her all the stuff, and she's there, and she's like, "There we are in the supermarket. There we are." She gives the kid the donut. He bites into this donut. It's just gone boom all over the kid. It was nasty, but it was fun watching.
Overclocked it on the jam.
You could set it to 99, but seriously, you couldn't get it to 99 because it would just explode. So you'd have to do about 15 to 20 and just leave it till this donut was like that. And you just put it all in and just let somebody, that someone's gone home with it and gone, "Oh, that looks nice." It's just got into it. It's just got a bag. But seeing that kid, oh my God.
Full jam jar of jam in one donut.
Yeah, that was
yeah, stuff like that tickles me.
It was brilliant.
That's awesome.
But you never put, one thing I would say is on these conveyors, because you've got the hot fat and never put yeast in hot fat. We did it once just to see what happens, and it's just
you got to find out, haven't you?
It explodes literally. You put it in, it just goes everywhere.
Oh no!
Do not try that, please.
Make sure there's no one around, like. And I'm glad I was standing behind something because it was absolute chaos. If there had been anybody there, they would have been burnt.
Yeah.
My gran used to make toffee apples because we used to moan like, "Go on, make toffee apples." So she'd make this sugar, and you have to like break it down and to like melt it, and then sort of like put an apple in there and sort of like let it set. So I thought, "Oh, this looks really nice. I want to taste some of that." So I put my finger in the thing, and then I pulled it out, and it was like, this is so hot, but it wouldn't come off.
No,
and it didn't matter what you did. It was like and it wouldn't come off, and it was way too hot, And it was like, so yeah, it burnt my finger quite badly.
Yeah,
you still got your finger.
Still got my finger, yeah, luckily. Yeah. But I was a kid when I was about 2 years old or something. I went up to the cooker and pulled a handle of a big pot of hot, like boiling hot liquid right over my head. And I had like, I don't know what they call them. I don't know, like 1st or 2nd degree burns. And they thought I was going to be disfigured. Well, hey, look, I am. But, it's like, I come out looking like this. But, they thought I was going to be really screwed. But apparently I healed up, miraculously, they said. So, yeah.
You remember government advice TV adverts they used to put up? Like, Charlie says, "Do not talk to strangers." And then they had one, like you say, a pans on there as well. Do not have your
don't
pans
put the handles out.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, I was turn them to the back, and it will be because of a 1980s public service announcement. I always use the rings at the back and turn the handles away, So,
Yeah.
so I don't want. I mean, it's bigger now, but yeah, you don't want to. Oh, what's in this big pan? I'll pull it down to have a look. So that's what kids do, and they end up with full chip pan on their head. Oh,
Now, that
Oh,
happens a lot, doesn't it? I mean, there's a lot of
Sadly, yeah.
Asian families who live all live together in like a flat or whatever. I remember when I worked in the hospital, there was always like kids or whatever, they come in and they've got scolded because obviously living in a close environment with all the family, they got a hot pan on the stove or whatever, and the kids just sort of innocently sort of doesn't know what it's doing and done that, like exactly what Matt said, done that all over them, and they're forever kids in the burns. It's terrible. So yeah, I mean, it's surprising that they don't still have those like on telly still, because I think it would work as well.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, I don't watch TV, but yeah, I'm pretty sure they don't do that anymore. You never see anything on social media or any sort of government service announcements of actual common sense. But common sense is only common when you make it common, isn't it?
Like the Green Cross Gold, can you remember that? The Green Cross
Yeah,
Gold
yeah.
adverts.
Kept
They're
it
pretty
safe.
cool.
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
old Darth Vader. I mean,
I think they need to bring them back because members of the public these days, when they cross the road, don't even think. They just phone out, text like that, walk straight across.
Yeah.
Think once, think twice, think bike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
true. Yeah,
Next time you want to overtake, you gotta lay back and stay back. Lay back and stay back. Remember that slipstream could drag you in. Lay back and stay back.
Oh,
crap!
I must admit, I have heard a recent one. A government advice one, but it's on the radio mainly. Pull on to the left-hand side. Don't think about the new motorways. Something about the left-hand side where, otherwise, you just pull onto the left-hand side. I can't remember how it goes. It's a song, but they changed the word so it says something left-hand like that.
Yeah.
But that, it just shows how great that one is because I don't even remember it. But yeah, I can remember the ones back in the day where they were nice and entertaining ones, know what I mean?
Charlie says.
Yeah. Mike
Do not
Hunt
play
says
with
that.
matches.
Oh, I forgot
Wouldn't
about
click
that
every
one.
trip.
Yeah.
It was always the stranger danger and all that, weren't it? But like, I forgot about the
someone
matches
said about
one.
No, they've done a train track one as well. I'm sure they've done a train track.
Yeah.
And they had like a kid climbing up a pylon, wasn't it? To sort of like,
Yeah.
and so
Yeah,
you
that
get about
was
halfway
crazy.
up. Yeah, and
Yeah,
it's
what
like you
was
just
HV?
see it like it's like a flash, and then you see him on the ground like smoking. It's like,
Yeah.
Those were the days, back in the days then. You can actually see them on the YouTube still if you have a look. All the old adverts. I've noticed quite
They
a few.
weren't
on
bad
there.
though, really. We all laugh at them, but they were there for a purpose. We don't get that shit anymore.
No.
Yeah, that's
No, we
it.
don't.
yeah, there was that thin old bloke with a massive like fat bird, right? And she had like sort of like rosy glasses on and a hat, and they're at the beach, and she's going like. Oh, look, there's somebody. He looks like he's drowning. And he goes, no, he's probably enjoying himself. No, he looks like he's drowning. He's waving to us. He's waving hello. Now he's going, hiya, hello, how are you? Remember that one?
Yeah.
Not at all, but it sounds enjoyable.
It's like that.
Yeah.
Was he like dying or something?
Drowning.
Drowning. And he's waving to them and all that. Yeah.
Some classics really, weren't there?
Augustus Winthrop, the oldest.
near a pylon as well. I remember.
Well,
that.
yeah, that's long since been forgotten about, hasn't it? Where was I recently? I was down, that video I did a couple of weeks ago, and I was up at Castle Hill. There's some HV pylons there, and there's loads of people with kites. I'm thinking there's fucking 4 MV in there, and they're like just flying the kites near it. But adults with kids, and you think, idiots. You know what I mean?
Because you can't tell the distance. That's the thing. I mean, I lost a drone once because I thought I was flying it underneath a bridge, but actually it was much higher than I thought it was. And I thought I was going to go under the bridge now, and it went bump straight to the side. Depth perception is very awkward. And I mean, with a kite, once it gets up there, you don't really know how far it is. You will be like, oh, the pylons are miles away. You might be flying miles away. You just don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When the railways, when they put the HV in for the, you know, the overhead wires for the East Coast Main Line. Sorry, there's some feedback, real bad feedback. East Coast Main Line, it's 22.5 kilovolts, and they were getting that to jump 14 meters, which is longer than the wire to the platforms. And they were sort of conducting how far they could get it to jump, you know, if they put conductivity there. And it got to the point where they were like, we're not going to test this anymore because it's just going to make it unfeasible to do it. So they just rolled it out. But it's never really been a problem. But like some of the lorries going through the level crossings, the wire's like really close. And then, yeah, you got people flying kites next to pylons, which has got 400,000 volts in it. Massive amounts of current. And you just leave them to it, you know.
I was in town at Piccadilly train station once and had my mountain bike with me. So I decided to get the train home and because it started to rain. Thought I'm not riding home on the bike. Get the train, you know what I mean? So I got on the platform there, paid for my ticket, got on the platform, waited for the train. It was like indoors, there's a shelter, and if you carry on walking down to the end of the platform, you come out of the shelter. So I've walked down to the end of the platform and no one was there basically. It was right on the end. And you could hear the electric wires above you humming sort of thing. And I noticed on the handlebars, there's like a vibration coming from the handlebars. You couldn't see it shaking or nothing, but I just could tell it was picking up some sort of interference and thought, turn round, but don't lift up and spin the bike round that way. I'll just slide the bike round and walk off. And further away, got away from where the rain was coming down, less of an effect it had on the handlebars. And about 2 months later, I was going down the canal. I don't know whether this had anything to do with it. My handlebars just went snap and I went crunch right to one side. Didn't go in the water, but yeah. I don't know whether it found a weak spot in the handlebars with the vibrations and made the weak spot a bit worse. And when it went over the cobbles down the embankment, it caused failure. But yeah, about a month later, the handlebar snapped. But I could feel the static in the air through the handlebars. It's weird.
I can imagine that they would pick up, you know, they could pick up. But I imagine that there was probably a weakness there. It wasn't caused by the electric. It was probably able to pick up the electric. And as you say, you were feeling it vibrating. But yeah.
Yeah, get a dead spot in it.
I've got ghost meters and electric meters and things like that sort of like tell you magnetic fields and power and things like that. And when we used to go and like do ghost things, we always just check to see whether or not, you know, sort of certain things were being caused by high voltage wires, because they don't just go in the air. A lot of people don't realize that sometimes they actually go underneath buildings. So you don't realize your house is built on top of like a, you know, million volt line that they dug into the ground and it goes right underneath you. And people were having like weird effects, like lights coming on and off and things like that in a house. And we were saying like, well, we've traced a very high voltage signal here. And then we went and asked and we found out, oh, yeah, it's a HV line coming under your house. You know, so we sort of like worked that out. But one of the things I couldn't get over was one of the highest allowed electromagnetic field that you get in your house, much more than a phone, is magnets in a fridge. Go anywhere near a fridge and it's like it's set, the bloody thing goes haywire. So yeah, fridges seem to have a lot of electromagnetic field around them.
I suppose they do, because it's got the all the seals, the magnet, you know, all the door seals. There's big magnet, and then there's a freezer if you've got a fridge freezer. Then there's compressor, and it's all in a steel box, which is a bit like a Faraday cage, so it'll just bounce it all over.
Crazy, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
I thought those door seals are just plastic, and it's the cold air that when you close the door, the air that's just rushed in is hot, so it's expanded. But when you close the door and the interior air meets that air, it contracts. So when it contracts, that pulls the door closed onto the plastic rubbers.
No, it's magnets.
They're
If you look at
magnets.
if you look at your fridge at the back, there should be a little hole, and that's for like condensation, and it drips out the back into a little drip tray underneath the thing. So therefore, it can't be air pressure that sucks it closed because there's still an airflow through. It's not an airtight vacuum in there. And I have noticed it is magnets in some of the fridges that I've seen.
Because the weird thing I found is if you turn a fridge off and it totally defrosts and whatnot, the doors won't stay closed. So I thought it was. No, I don't think so. Tell us, come on, everybody in the chat, who's bullshitting, right? Who's bullshitting? No, I'm only talking from experience, but I do not know that for certain that's what it is, but I just guessed it was.
There's a few urbexes in the chat that's been in old houses and will not open the fridge because when you open the fridge, you know about it. So therefore, the fridge door's got to be closed to be opened, doesn't it?
I've got to open a fridge. I've got to open a fridge. I want to see what's inside. If it smells, it smells. Just shut it off. It'll be all right.
Yeah.
Has anyone gone to the fridge yet and put anything metal against it to test for yet?
You used to be able to do it with cans, but they're all aluminium now. I think
Rice upon a time says he's a fridge expert, so go on then, tell us. An abandoned Victorian Mike says magnetic, but he doesn't say whether he knows it's magnetic or is just his opinion.
Freezer challenge.
The freezer challenge, yeah. Come on, Em.
Spirit box. Paranormal Dundee. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
How's Dundee? Is it snowed there today? I'm a fridge
Why
expert.
do fridge doors stay closed? Why do fridge doors?
A fridge magnet porn.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I ain't got anything metal.
We'll ask that question in a minute, Carl.
Well, what's the next question?
Yeah, get the question up now.
Yeah, strike at night on Friday, or leave it for now.
Yeah, in other words, what it means, do you want another strike at night this Friday, or leave it till next Friday? I think that's what it means.
I'm up for it. I don't care.
It's up to the watchers. Yeah, I'm not doing it on Friday night, but yeah, up to the watchers. Viewers.
It says
That's
if
for
the
me.
door seal looks fine but doesn't seal shut or drifts open, the gasket may have become demagnetized. You will either need to get the seal remagnetized or replace it. That's bizarre. I didn't think there were any magnets in my fridge. Do you know what? I'm going to go down there now with a magnet and I'm going to go by my fridge and I'm going to put it by the door and see whether or not, because I want to know now. I
We
can't
need
even
some
wait.
steel. You don't need them. You need some steel, not a magnet.
Go, Matt.
Okay,
Go,
I've
Matt.
got steel.
Go, Matt.
Yeah, you used to be able to do it with a can, but they're all aluminium.
Yeah. Right.
I'm going to get do it
Matt,
now.
we'll get
What's
you
I
up on the
going
big screen.
What? You can
Wait,
what
yeah.
you can do?
Webcam with him.
Got to end it now, so
Oh, you're going to end
Yeah,
it?
it's 11 o'clock.
yeah.
So
you
you're
can go
going to
in.
keep people on a cliffhanger? You bastard!
So I'll end it now, so you can go and check
You
your.
cliffhanger them like this. This is cliffhanger.
Because I'll end it now, so you can
No.
go and check your fridge for you.
No, but they want to
Yourself.
know. They want to know. I'm going to take some metal down there, and I'm going to take a big old magnet, and I'm going to find out once and for all. This shit's got to end, man. This shit's got to end.
We'll find out on your live chat. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Right. Nice one,
Yeah.
Matt, for coming up. Yeah.
okay. Well, thank you very much. I shall test it now with these powerful magnets.
Some
You've got to go
steel.
live now, Matt, and tell us all what's happening.
Well, yeah. If you think that urban legend has totally let you down here, and he's pulling a fast one on you by not letting you find out the truth, right? Then you've got to come across to the channel that will give you the answers. It's called The Secret Vault, and I might go live in a bit. Actually, yeah. Give me 5 minutes. If he's going off, I'll go on then.
Cool.
Yeah.
What I like to do is try and keep my live streams to 2 hours, basically, so it's not too long. So
I know, but then you also have to remember that we've just brought a really important question into the mix.
I think
I'm going to be taking.
Sorry,
I'm going to be taking magnets with me now around on Explorers to check whether there's different types of fridges do or don't have it. Yeah, see, they need to know. You'll have to come over to the Secret Vault. There you go.
No, I'm smoking 40 a day because of that.
People are going to end up in the hospital with depression over this. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I will tell you, you are kind of right, because some posh fridges do have a vac pump in them as well that vacs the air out, keeps your food fresher. But the seals are magnetic.
Oh, bloody hell!
Ah,
I'm gonna have to
that
check
must
it
be
out
the
now.
newer fridges then.
The posh fridges do have a vac in them, yeah, that pull a vac and they pull the nasty air out, because the air's got the bacteria in it. And if you pull the vac out, plus that's when you get these frost-free freezers. That's how they get the frost-free. They pull the air out. If there's no moisture, the moisture's in the air. If you get rid of the air, there's no moisture, so you don't get any frost. That's how they do that. But yeah, do your live.
I'll be on in a minute then, and we'll have some answers.
It's totally non-airbags. So we've done plasticine and Play-Doh, fridge magnets. I think there was some airbags in there at some point.
It is urbex, right? Because what it is exploring your childhood.
Okay, yeah, cool. I'll go with that.
On that point, goodbye, Matt.
Yeah.
Bye.
Well, thanks everyone. I've got 6mm Allen key, and I might have another beer if Matt's going live, so I'll watch that. But yeah, I've got a new video out tonight on my channel, and it's a Royal Observer Corps post, but it's quite a nice one, really good condition. And I'm not just saying that because I want you to watch my video, but it is like properly good. The condition of that place is pretty phenomenal. So if you haven't watched it, give it a look. And yeah, thanks very much. Bye.
Yeah. Thanks for coming on, and much appreciated. Cool. Go and check them out. Like you see, there's only 2 left, and it's got to be you, John.
Right. Hi, how you doing, everyone? It's John Bengal here. I'm going to find out whether we're right or wrong about this fridge magnet stuff. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe to my channel, John Bengal Presents. I interview urban explorers, do a bit of exploring myself. Got another one coming out shortly. This week there'll be a live. That's all I can say for now. So just check that out. But thanks very much for having me on Urban Legend, and take care all. I'll see you on the other side.
That got rid of him. Yeah. Thanks, everyone. It's been a great night yet again. Much appreciate everyone who came in the live chat and left comments and stuff. Much appreciate all the new subscribers. I hope you like the film that I put out today as well. It's a slightly different style than I normally do, but I think it works all right, actually. Right, good night. See you on the Secret Vaults channel. Stay safe.